In this video, I want to talk to you about how I draw in my trend lines and support and resistance. But one thing I want to point out is here I have SPY up. And so if you've been paying attention to the markets, you know we've had some pullbacks recently, or a pullback. And, this we've had this correction here. Now, this looks, to some, a lot of people might say this is really bearish, but I want to show you, if you look at let's look at quarterly first. So we'll do 20-year quarterly. So you see that, according to the quarterly chart, we are looking really bullish. I mean, we're looking good up here. And if we look at the monthly, we're in great shape. This isn't so bad. We haven't broke trend. I mean, because on the daily here, we broke trend. We had a trend line going, and we broke it. But it's okay. We were due for a healthy pullback. So I just was noticing that in the quarterly chart and the monthly, the weekly. I mean, it's not too bad. Weekly is a little bad, but it's nothing to be too alarmed about. We're holding above the 8 EMA right here, and that's a good sign for momentum to the upside, potentially. So let's get to how I draw my trend line or support and resistance first. So I like to start with the monthly. So I go through and I look to see where I get my price tool here. And the cool thing about the price tool is, like, when I make my first area of support and resistance potential, you can go to edit properties there, and then you can I set my color to gray, style like this, and width to 1, and I save it as default. And then you can also, and then I have show price on the right side. I don't show name because it would just show trend line name, but you could name this, like, whatever you want to name it, and then have it show that. And I have both the extensions on. I just find that really helpful if it just draws a really infinitely wide line. So I go through and I look for areas of support and resistance where multiple points touch, preferably 3. But when an area like this area was resistance here, and think of it like a big fat marker was drawn, not like a line like this. I just keep these dash lines thin like this because it helps me see the price action more clearly. But think of it like a big fat marker, because even though this is basically a trend line there, it could stop right here. It could stop a little bit below here. I mean, it's not always or oftentimes an exact science. So just keep note of that. So these were areas of resistance before, and I would not be surprised if the price ends up hitting here at some point. So we have the monthly. Let's go to the weekly. To start from monthly, go down to weekly. And this is a weekly. Let's just do 10 years. That's fine. So do I see anything here? No. Well, I marked the high. There's a high, and I make that a sky blue color. Whoops. Because it's like blue skies territory above that. So I have that. Let's see, anything. This is potential We're gonna leave that alone though. I want to see 3 points, roughly. I know here I kind of, yeah, see, that's like basically 3 points there. So, and then, like if there were 3 points right here, like that's a good area right there. That can be some support and or resistance. Let's go down to the daily. Now, we have here, in my opinion, there. We have, this is a daily 1 year, so let's do daily 10 years. Okay. It's rough, like I said, it doesn't have to be exact. But if there are exact points, that's. But when I first, that's ideal. But you will find that it's not like that in a lot of cases. But when I first started trading, I was looking for exact. It had to be exact, and I was like spinning my wheels trying to figure out, where support and resistance was, and that's not. Good. So that's why one of the reasons why I'm making this video is to hopefully help other traders out. So we're good there, in my opinion, for now. We can mark. It's really low point. Make that red. And we are good. I mean, we're dealing with this stuff right here, but I want to know where can I catch if this price falls? Where can I catch it? So, basically 3 points there. We put that one in. Excuse me. 4-hour chart. Love the 4-hour. It's very, very useful, in my opinion. So I don't like doing them too close to each other. I just want to know where I want to know rough areas. I don't need to know every one. I just want to know, like, okay, if we pass through, like it's holding here at 332.75 area, and if it's starting to take off in the upward direction, then an area I could consider taking some of my profits would be is 338.60. We'll go with this one right there because that's actually, it's pretty good. We got there. We got there. We have, let's see, trying to find some, yeah, I think that's good for now. We have, oops, okay. That works. Okay, now we can move down to the lower, let's see, there. There's multiple points there. Then we'll move to the 1 hour. And we want to do 1 hour, 20 days. And we zoom out. And is there anything, you want to look, is there anything in between, like right here is good. Touches multiple points. That's what we want to see. Okay. What do I see? I want to focus kind of around this area. Is there anything I'm missing? Want to do my due diligence. Okay. Yeah, that's looking. It's looking not too bad. Whoops. Yeah, it's multiple points. There. Okay. So we have. There we go. And I believe that's it for that. Let's go to the 15 minute. Or that, yeah, that was the 30. Whoops. 15. And I keep forgetting to do this, but we'll do 10 days here. Okay, is there anything I'm missing? Is this... No, I'm not convinced on that one. We'll go with that. And we got one right there. We got some right here, there. We're not going to catch them all, and they're not going to, they're going to make new ones, but one thing, you just want to be able to, have all your bases covered, you want to know, like, okay, where's SPY going? Where's the market going? Do we have anything here? Whoops, no, not fun. Okay, I think that's good for that. Let's go to the 5 minute, 5 day. We are looking pretty good. Yeah, everything's looking cool here. Do that. That one looks good. And we have that guy there. And yeah, I don't want to overdo this. This looks decent in my opinion. Yeah. Okay. So we have those. Now let's do then 1 minute. So when we get down to 1 minute time frame, we can see we bounced in pre-market. Today we bounced twice. So we're dropping down. We hit a trend line here, came up, failed to reach the next trend line, bounced, came back down, boom, boom, broke. It's kind of consolidating right here. You know, when you have tight consolidation like this, it's gonna break one way or the other. Like it's likely to break one way or the other, and breaks from yesterday. This is yesterday. Into today and just dumps. So and then we catch support here. See, it's not exact right here, but it's basically that trend line if you ask me. A lot of traders that are on their game will agree with that. Yeah, we bounce off support here. We come down right before the market opened. We sprung off of this 332.77 area, which is really good info to know. And these are standard deviation lines. So if I look, I zoom out. This is the median line. This is one standard deviation to the upside and two standard deviations to the upside, and then this is three up here. So and this is downside to the downside. So a lot of times the price action will bounce off of standard deviation lines and bounce off VWAP and different moving averages. This is an 8 moving average, 34 there. Yeah, it's 34. I'm not sure where my other trend lines are. I just kind of brought this chart up just to show you guys for this video. But yeah, so you'll notice, let's see, let me get back to I don't. So yeah, I mean it's you can see how the price action caught some support in this area. Moves up, bounce. It's bouncing between. There's nice moves between these trend lines. Taps out right here at 337.71. Breaks below you see the price SPY breaking below VWAP here. I mean it's and if you catch a short, like a lot of times I'll catch a short off the test of VWAP, and it's also got the standard deviation line there too. So that's one probability, two probabilities for a short, and it breaks below the 8. Boom, that's another probability. So you once you get past this trend line, I would take some off, coming from 335.50 area, get down to 334.75. I would take some profits there, and you see it has a little bit of instability. It's not sure which way it's going to go, but it's heavy. The market's dropping. Different stocks that are part of that S&P 500 are dropping, and the SPY drops as well, of course. And then once we get, I would definitely take some profits here because I have these trend lines drawn, and then it starts finding support. So here's where trend lines come in. So you see, okay, it's dropping, so this may or may not make sense. But let's say none of this stuff right here was here yet, but this came and dropped, and then I saw that, and it's a higher low. So I'm gonna want to get a line going in case price action bounces off here, and then I have another position I can take, or it can help guide me in my trade. So we want to when price action's forming, we want to zero in what the price is doing, or what the candles are doing, where are they going, and you can kind of see where they're going. Like this line didn't hold up, but these 2 points, I mean, yeah, none of this really held out, although it gapped here in after hours, but that's just kind of coincidence, I believe. But here's a good line I want to get down though. All right. Oh, is it? Nothing there. Okay. So yeah, we got that. Yeah, the whole idea is just you want to zero in where the stock is, where it's going. We've been in a downtrend for a number of days now, like I previously mentioned, but you want to see we got some interactions here, we got taps out here. I mean, this stuff comes in handy, even a lot of these lines were based off of numbers that before this price action happened, and this is where the prices touch, because the algos that are trading and different traders have photographic memory and numbers written down in targets and all that, and so history has a way of repeating itself, so that's the purpose of the trend lines. But yeah, I'm trying to think if there's anything else I want to do. Let you guys know once these we'll say this, once these price actions past certain areas, like where I had these trend lines drawn, I delete them, because I don't have a bunch of lines everywhere. I want my trend lines and my price lines, and then I'll trend lines if it's like a giant a pennant or whatever pattern. If there's like multi-day consolidation, then I want to, like, let's look at the 5-minute. So are there any like we have, oops, wrong tool, go here, 331 basically, and then We got some. Okay, so we have this marked now, and then we have. So we're basically in this channel right now, and that's good to know. I mean, when the price action, we have that there, and we see it touch a couple points here. You can trade in between the channel here. In the channel, within the channel, you can go short here. You can buy off support. Once you see it taps there, it holds. That's a low that shoots up. Then you can trade that again when it comes down here. It gets bought up. That's how it happens. So I really hope this information is helpful for you guys. I'm always happy to give out information that was freely given to me. Well, some of it I had to pay with hard-earned dollars lost to the market, but that's another motivation for me to teach. So, the little bit that I know, I'm a student of the market and always will be. I hope you have a great day, evening, wherever you're at, and a wonderful Friday tomorrow. Take care.